Hey there and welcome on back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, as my professor of knives and all things sharp. Welcome on back. I'm afraid I haven't been doing any videos for the last couple weeks. Physical therapy's been kind of kicking my ass, but we got one for this week that I think you'll enjoy. It's a new one from Civivi, the Triptych. Yes, the Triptych. And it's an interesting name. As the name kind of indicates, it's got 3 ways to open it, which is nice. It's a button lock, so of course you can always just flip it open using the button. My favorite way. And it's very smooth, like all Civivi button locks. It's got dual thumb studs, so you can open it with the thumb studs very easily. And finally, of course, it's got the extended tang here on the back. Again, 3 ways to open it. Your choice, which is best for you. It's a drop point 14C 28N stainless steel blade with a very nice false edge here on the back. Makes it a very intriguing looking blade. Very nice. It also probably helps make it very stabby, shall we say. This particular one has ivory G10 handle scales. It's also available in a couple other flavors, including a Damascus blade with a blue handle scale. That is very sweet. And like every Civivi, it just... yeah, it's a very fun blade. Kind of catches your attention, makes you want to just play with it all day. But how well does it do on our standard battery of test? Well, let's get what we need out and we'll see. Oh, I almost forgot. If you look inside, it's got steel lighters on both sides that are definitely skeletonized. Kind of helps it in the skeletonizing. Lines up with holes in the handle, so you can actually look at it right straight through. Nice. The pocket clip can be flipped side to side, so you can set it for either right side or left hand carry, but it's strictly tip up. You can't set it for tip down. Sorry about that. But, as I was saying, let's see how it does in our standard battery of tests. I choose these tests because, well, these are the things most people are going to try to do with their knife. Kind of makes it a foreground conclusion, so to speak. So, here's a piece of paper. Kind of beat up, but that's okay. Let's see how it works. You always have to open up envelopes, especially if you're working in the mail room or you get a lot of mail, so. It goes through paper beautifully, even badly beat up and sloppy paper like this. Wonderful. Let's see here. I had some cardboard here somewhere. Where did I put it? Oh, here we go. This will work. Again, especially if you're me, you're always opening up boxes. So, how does it work on cardboard? Now, this one, it's having a little problem. Cardboard's trying to bend, but it's still going through. How does it cut it? Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's shredding that piece of cardboard up like nobody's business. Definitely sweet there. Let's clean up a few of these pieces here. Let's see here. Paracord. You always need to be able to cut yourself a swift piece of paracord in case you got to do some bushcrafting or just tie something shut. And how does this work? 1, 2, and I think I could count it as my fault for not 1 that way. And let's see here. Small little loop. Let's just enough to get the tip through. That's 1, 2. That's sweet. Okay. So we've got paper, cardboard, paracord. How about opening hang packages? Not a hang package, but my son's opened up all the hang packages I had, so let's see how it does it cutting this apart. Be a fair test. Right on in. Yeah. Takes fast work of that, that's for sure. Let's see here. Not as common as you might think, but still. How about leather? I mean, maybe you need to cut some new laces for your hiking boots or something to patch something up. Or you're making yourself a gauntlet. Let's see how this works, so, shall we? That's taking the heavy gauge cowhide down without any problem whatsoever. Probably use that to skin a deer if you needed to. Of course, admittedly, if I was out in the field and needed to skin a deer, I'd probably want a skinning knife, but this would do the trick. So let's see here. We've got paper, cardboard, hang packaging, paracord, leather. Yeah. Let's see here. Some canary wood. Rather heavy, dense wood. Let's see how it does for that. Start on this side and just see. Let's see here. It's feathering it up quite nicely, which is nice. Let's see how it does on chopping. It's chopping better than I am. I can't. For some reason I can't hit the broadside of a barn today, but which is definitely slowing this down a lot. It's still doing the job. Just rough because I can't hit anything with it. Let's see how it is at stabbing. Straight in. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, I'm sorry, with that false edge, that leather glove, I'm not going to try to baton. Not like I'd normally do. Well, let's see here. Maybe. Just maybe. No. Ow. Ow. Not, I don't think so. Well. Here. Let's try this. Try my cane. Metal canes are not normally ideal for this sort of thing, but let's see. Well, you know. Yeah, I kind of beat the hell out of my cane, but you know, I only need my cane. Probably will only need my cane for another couple weeks, so that'll work just fine. Let's see here. Wiring harness. I have been stuck in the middle of nowhere and had to do emergency repairs on a wiring harness more than once. This is a wiring harness blank for a trailer. Let's see how it does on this. I cut it to length quite nicely. Put this back up. See here. Splitting the wire. That does nicely. Stripping wire. Again, be better to use a pair of wire strippers or a pair of diagonal cutters. But if you're in the middle of nowhere, you might not have the tools with you. So does this work? Ow. That bit me. There we go. More tries than I'd like, but it worked. So, one other test if I can find what I need. Come on, I had a ferro rod here somewhere. Where is it? Here we go. Now, with the way they've got the back beveled, I'm not sure whether this will work or not, but we'll give it a try and see what we got here. Oh. Hold on. Yeah. Getting some nice sparks there. Beautiful. Back's a little beat up from where I was pounding on it with a cane. But nothing bad. I mean, barely see it. No marks on the blade that I can see. So let's see here. Where was that piece of paper I had earlier? Here it is. Actually, this is a different one, but let's see what we got here. Did he? No. No damage to the blade at all in what we were doing. One other thing, and this one is pretty silly, but I've had it suggested. What happens if you got a can and the pop top isn't working right? Can you go ahead and open it with this? Well, doesn't stay in there very well, but yeah, it made a mark. It would work. And still no damage to the tip or the blade. So, I don't really approve of that last test, but I've been asked to include it, so there you go. Civivi Triptych. I really like this little knife. May have to throw it into my own rotation of EDC knives. As you can see, blade is still nicely centered, which is always nice. I cannot complain about this at all. But there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you can accept my apology for not having posted any videos the past couple weeks. After having surgery on my leg and physical therapy to recover from it, I haven't had time, but hopefully we'll start making time and getting back into the reviews as I get back in shape. But I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next week. And as always, remember, maybe ability decides what you can do. Maybe motivation decides what you will do. But it's attitude decides how well you do it. So if you're going to do anything, no matter what, no matter how small, do it with attitude. See ya. Bye now.